say your name and your sport that you
Okay.
major?
I'm Dylan Asher, and I play soccer at the University of Kentucky.
Okay. From knowing the majors of some of your teammates or from observing some of your fellow student athletes, would you say there are more student athletes in some majors than others?
Yeah, I actually would. I would say more like student athletes tend to go towards the kinesiology majors. So yeah, I think so.
What is your major?
Kinesiology, actually.
Exercise science?
Yeah.
Good. Did you feel like you got like pigeonholed into that, or did you actually find interesting to you, or what was your
I
thought
mean,
process?
kind of, I guess. I mean, like our athletic advisor, I guess, he kind of gives us like options, I guess, and I guess that was one I picked. So.
What options were you getting?
Business, well, my GPA really wasn't that high to go there, and then kinesiology, which is related to sports, so I thought it would be a good opportunity.
You want to ask anything?
I just want to know about you. Do you feel you're a student first or an athlete?
Student first, definitely.
Yeah. Do you feel that's a consensus for your entire team?
Some players, maybe, not most of them, but
How about the coach?
he definitely pushes like student first.
What is a typical day like for you at Cats? Like, do you have a set schedule?
Yeah. It's different every day, I guess. Some days I have tutors, some days I don't. Some days I go in quiet study, read. That's about it.
Do you find that it's helpful?
Yeah, a lot.
Do you like those 5 a.m. study?
Oh, no. Not at all. But I mean, it helps us, though.
Did you know anybody when you came to school? Do you have any other friends?
Yeah. Actually, my roommate's from Texas, too, and he played on my club team, so we kind of came together, so it made that a lot easier.
So do you hang out mostly with just other soccer players or other players, or do you try to mingle with?
Just all athletes in general, I guess. I just hang out with everybody at Cats, and then I guess some kids in my classes, but mostly athletes.
Does Mike try to make you stay in Cats as much as you can? Does he actually try to make you go try out other places? Does he try to make you go to like the library and study there for a little bit, experience that, or go to the career fairs?
I guess Mike really likes us to stay in Cats, I guess, because we each have certain hours to like maintain each week, and if we don't get those, then we get punished. So I guess he likes us to stay in Cats.
Do you feel it's important for student athletes to have the same opportunities for internships as the other students?
Yeah, I do.
Do people on your team, have they done internships before?
Not since I've been here, no.
So if you were interested in doing an internship, do you think that you could fit that into your schedule?
I mean, probably not, but maybe.
Are you a freshman?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. You are from Texas. What was my question? Oh yeah, what was one of your fears of coming to college?
I guess being so far away from home and being on my own, and like having like time management, I guess. Like I really wasn't very good with that in high school, so I thought that coming here, like I would always be late, or I'd be, yeah, I guess late. So.
How many hours a week do you think you spend on your sport?
Like just practicing, or like Cats in general, like everything.
All the sport requirements that would be of your scholarship, basically.
A week, about maybe 6 hours a day, probably. So.
36 hours a
Yeah.
week, almost 40 hours a week, so like a full-time job.
Yes, exactly.
Plus your academics. How many credits are you taking?
13 this semester.
Do you have any suggestions on how to improve graduation rates of student athletes?
No, I don't. Not really.
Do you feel you have the same time to succeed, like student athletes in general have the same time to succeed academically as the rest of the students?
Yeah, if not more, maybe. Just because Cats, it helps us out a lot. I mean, we're in there most of the day. Like, if we don't have class or we're not at practice, we're in Cats studying. So I feel like it helps us out a lot.
What's your feelings about faculty perceptions towards student athletes?
In my experiences so far, I feel like they're pretty good, I guess. I haven't really had a teacher that's been too hard on me because I'm an athlete, so far it's been all right.
So if you've ever had this class due to travel, they've been pretty accommodating?
Yeah. Well, like before, like like at the start of each semester, we give like our teachers a little travel sheet that we have. Like it's gonna tell them like every day we're gonna miss pretty much. So I just send them in like an email before just to remind them, and they always seem pretty okay with it. So.
This is your second semester here, so what do you like better so far, being in season or off season?
Definitely off season. It gives me way more time to focus academically and get stronger, I guess. So I like off season a lot better than in season.
Do you feel your teammates and just other student athletes on campus demonstrate high achievement in terms of like academics, community service, etc.?
Yeah, probably. Just because like each team, I guess, has different community service projects that they have to do. Like I'm currently, like every Wednesday morning, I go to an elementary school and read to little kids. So like, yeah, I feel like they do.
Do you feel like your coach is very strong about academics? Or do you
Yeah.
feel like he is?
Definitely.
Do you guys have any punishments if he has missed tutors?
Yeah. For every tutor we miss, it's a 5 a.m. just for them. And then on your second miss, it's a team 5 a.m. and third miss, like you miss a spring game, fourth miss, 2 spring games. So it's kind of a big deal if you miss.
So 5 a.m. you mean you have to actually go to study hall?
Yeah, 5 a.m. study hall, 5 to 8, and then on top of that, we have workouts from 8 to 10. So you go straight from study hall to workouts, which is not fun at all.
Do you feel that attitude is displayed throughout all of athletics, or do you think that it's team specific?
Team specific, probably, yeah.
Good.
No, I need you to talk a little bit more.
Talk a little bit more?
I'm trying to think of other questions so you can elaborate. If you could tell a junior or senior in high school right now that's looking to play collegiately to D1, what would you tell them to put a lot of emphasis on? In anything, not even just like sports.
Yeah.
But what would you tell them to really concentrate on?
Definitely academics. I wish coming out of high school, I wish I focused more on academics just because it kind of hurt me a lot my first semester. Because my senior year, I kind of took the year off, I guess. It kind of hurt me a little bit, so definitely academics.
Within CATS, does Mike ever try to get you to talk to Dustin at all? Or does he ever send you up there? Or is it more like you have questions?
Yeah, we usually get like emails from Dustin like once a week or whatever, just talking about volunteer for different activities. So yeah, I think so. He definitely does that.
Right. Do you have any comments?
No, not really.
I think it's something.
Think of something to say?
Do you think student athletes in general are exploited by the athletic departments because of the financial gains, particularly the revenue generating athletes?
Yeah, probably. Most likely.
That's kind of your comment.
What do you want me to say?
I mean, going along with her, if they had your jersey and they were selling it in the store, I mean, what number are you?
2.
Yeah, so if they had your jersey and they were selling number 2 in the store for $60, and they were selling thousands of them, would you be upset by that, or would you think that's part of the process
Yeah, it's
that you go through?
definitely part of the process. I wouldn't be upset at all.
What is the percentage balance of academics to athletics? So do you think you're 50-50, 60-40?
Right now, spring season, I definitely think I'm more leaning towards academics right now, just because I did kind of poorly last semester, so I kind of have to bring my grades up. So I definitely think it's probably like 70-30 right now.
And in the fall, during season?
Definitely 90-10 maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess what's a comment that you would give other athletes to kind of end up on that are coming to school that get a scholarship? Any advice for them?
Just work hard. Just make sure that you like earn your money, I guess.
So I have another question. Do you, on the recruiting process here,
Mhm.
I'm sure you were fed a lot of, you'll get this and get that.
Yeah.
Have you felt that it's been pretty true, or do you notice things you're kind of like, if you could tell an athlete right now, be like, all right, he'll give you this spiel, but just to give you.
Yeah, to me, they've came through with everything they said they were going to do. So,
Really?
yeah, I mean, I've enjoyed every second of it, so,
That's good.
yeah.